Hey everybody, I just wanted to record this video instead of doing our live session. Today is just a crazy day here at school. So welcome to the Punctuation Party. So we're just going to quickly go through this. If you have questions, let me know. Alright, so punctuation is your stoplight for language. It lets you know when to read, when to slow down, when to stop, just like a stoplight. Green is go, yellow is slow down, red is stop. So your punctuation works in the same way. So it's kind of like your stoplight in your sentence and in what you're reading or what you're writing. Okay? It tells you what to do. So some of the things that we're going to talk about today are period, comma, exclamation point, question mark, ellipses or ... parentheses, quotation marks, and apostrophes. I'm sure you have heard of these before. You may already know how to use them, but I'm seeing some things in the emails and the work that I'm getting that lets me know that we need some extra practice, and that's okay. So first, let's talk about the period. So the period is where you stop reading. It's the end of your sentence. So periods go at the end of a statement, okay? Complete sentence, period, okay, if you're just stating facts. So an example, the banana dances. Period. It's just a simple fact. We're just stating it for the world to know. So the banana dances, period. Okay, at the end of our sentence. Another sentence, Miss Smith falls. Simple, to the point. We have our sentence. We have our period. All right, commas. These can be a little bit tricky because a lot of people think they can just join a bunch of sentences together using commas, but that is not the case. A comma lets you know when to pause as you're reading a sentence, and they go in the middle of a sentence. So just one sentence, just one, okay? Commas go in the middle of those. Lets you know that you need to pause, maybe take a breath, and then continue on with the next part of your sentence. So an example, maybe I do, pause, maybe I don't. So that comma lets me know that I need to kind of stop there and make myself clear. Okay, so example 2. I will feed Boo, Moo, and Lou. So each time before I said a name or a new name, I paused. The commas let me know that that's what I need to do. All right, exclamation points. So they show emotion or emphasis or surprise, and they also, like a period, go at the end of your sentence. So when you have something like really cool that you want to say, something that's really exciting, you can use an exclamation point. So for an example, I won! Yay! This lady's on The Price is Right. So she won. She's excited. She's happy. She's showing emotion. So she's going to use that exclamation point. Here we have Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone. Ah, that hurts. So you're not just going to say, that hurts. You're going to say, that hurts. And you're going to have some emotion in your voice. So you're going to use an exclamation point. Okay, so think about when you're writing, how you say things in your head as you're writing. So if you were just going to say, wow, that hurts, then you could just put a period. But if you're going to say, oh my gosh, that hurt, then you're going to put an exclamation point. And I probably sound crazy, but it's okay. All right, so question mark. Question marks are used to replace periods when you're asking a question. So if you're not asking a question, you should not be using a question mark, okay? They also, like periods and exclamation points, go at the end of your sentence. So for example, what? I'm asking a question, so I have a question mark. Example 2, where am I? So I don't know. I'm asking this question to find out, so I'm going to use a question mark. All right, ellipses. These are kind of funny to use. So there are some rules and some examples, and then we'll get into some more examples. So you use an ellipses before the words in a sentence. So your example would be ... After hours of studying, I passed. So you kind of want to make it wait and let people know that it took you a long time. So you could use that ellipses. Okay? Or you could use your ellipses in the middle of a sentence. I don't know. I'm not sure. So an ellipses in that way kind of lets the person that you're talking to or communicating with know that you're not done talking. If you were just to use a period, I don't know, that would be your final answer. But if you wanted to say, I'm not sure, then you would use your ellipses. Okay. And you also can use the end of an ellipses at the end of your sentence. So I'm still waiting. Okay. Kind of lets people know that you're waiting for some kind of response. So an ellipses shows a pause, just like a comma. But the difference is when you use an ellipses, you're leading to something else. Kind of like the I don't know, I'm not sure example. All right. So they show a pause before continuing to something else. You can use an ellipses before your sentence. You can use it in the middle of your sentence or at the end of your sentence, just depending on how you're trying to use it. So here's an example at the end. I'm so bored. Okay, that kind of lingers a little bit more than a period, if that makes sense. And example 2, and hello to you too. Okay, somebody walks up to you and they're like, hey, and hello to you too. Okay, so you're kind of finishing their thought, if that makes sense. All right, parentheses. We use parentheses to add information. So if I say something and then I go like this, that means I kind of want you to get more information. So I'm going to add that into my sentence using parentheses. So a lot of times these are in the middle of sentences because you need a little bit more knowledge or a little bit more information about whatever it is the person is talking about. So an example is, he played the world's smallest violin. So he played the world's smallest violin. Okay. Oh, I went too far. All right, next, quotation marks. So we use quotation marks around quotes. So things that we pull from other pieces of work and put in our own writing. If I wanted to quote from my textbook, I would use quotation marks. And pretty much what that means is that people are saying that. It's not us, the writer, saying that. So if you see that in a story or in a fiction piece, then that means that probably someone is talking and the author wants you to know that they're communicating with another person. Okay? So keep calm, keep calm. So I'm telling you that, so it's in quotations. All right, so an example is, he said, have a good day. So the quotation marks let us know that if we were there watching it in person, the person would have just said, have a good day. It wouldn't have been, he said, have a good day. And example 2, he said, she's here today. So again, the quotation marks just show us what the person actually said. All right, next up we have apostrophe. So apostrophes show possession or show ownership. So use an apostrophe, you can also use an apostrophe if you're wanting to make contractions, which are 2 words that you've put together. So like it is becoming it's, or I am becoming I'm. So one example is, find the dog's tail. So you want the tail to be owned by the dog because it's his tail, right? So you would put dog apostrophe S to show possession for the tail. Okay, and then the second example is, it's me. It is me. I'm home. I am home. So you're taking those 2 little words and you're putting them together into one word, and you're doing that using an apostrophe. All right. Thank you for coming to the punctuation party. We got John Travolta dancing. This is just a real short, quick tutorial on how to use punctuation. I do expect to see this in your writing from here on out. So make sure that you watch this video and rewatch it if you need to. And if you have any clarifying questions that you need, please let me know. Thanks, guys.